they're much more habituated towards people.
Yeah.
So we'll move in a different direction than he is.
He's heading out.
Yeah.
Could have been more than 20 feet from you.
Yeah. Wow.
Aren't they awesome?
That
He
is.
can't-
That's
he can't
incredible.
believe he comes
It's
up with
incredible.
these going, I saw him down at, we met
Yeah.
down at St. Mary's, and I said, well, you got to go up to Many Glacier.
I
I
just,
said, this
You
is
know,
where the
I'd had
critters
no
are."
idea.
You know, we met a girl that had come over on her vacation. She'd saved up her vacation time, and she's from Idaho, Stanley, Idaho, and she was over on the west side, and she said, you know, I looked at the map and thought, do I want to drive that far? And I said, oh, I am so glad you did, because the west side doesn't even hold a candle
Not
to
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
south.
that's what I.
No
That's
way.
what I.
No.
And I almost same thing. I almost the exact same thing when I was crushed when I saw that road was closed, because I drove the whole way and I had no idea. And then a guy I was talking to said, listen, if you want a shot at seeing animals, you got to go over to the east.
You got to go to the east
And I'm like,
side.
you know what? I don't have any schedule, so the heck with it. I'll just go. You know.
So he stops at, I stayed the night at St. Mary's. I had like the whole campground to myself. So he stops and says, see any animals? I said, well, if you want to see animals, you got to go to
Yeah.
Midland.
So where are you from?
I grew up in Montana, out on the island, a little town called Malta.
My
But I live in
my-
Seattle now.
My sister lives in Seiko.
Oh, really?
That's the other
She was
Montana.
she
This
was
is the
married.
we-
Right. That's where it drops off at, basically
just
at
right across
Havre.
here.
It drops
She
off at
was
Havre.
married to one of the blacks from the Black Ranch.
Sure. I'm Tim.
Lavera?
Lavera, nice to meet you.
Ron?
Bill.
Ron,
Hi,
this is
Bill.
Bill, nice to meet you.
Lavera
Bill,
and Ron,
nice to
got
meet
it.
you.
They still live there?
She does. She hasn't been over 2 years ago. Right this time.
Oh,
She
wow.
was coming over for a water conservation meeting that she's on the board of or whatever.
Okay.
And her son was driving in there in a wreck and he was killed. And she hasn't come back since.
Sorry to hear
Yeah, it was tragic.
How old was her
you know.
boy?
44, 45.
No.
You know, I mean, he wasn't a kid.
No, but he was young.
And but